Well, hello from Mama Jane's husband and from
Mama Jane.
And we're dressed smartly. That's because we've just come back to our room.
Stateroom.
Stateroom.
Has to be called a stateroom on the ship.
Stateroom. Okay.
Not cabin, stateroom.
Okay, thank you for that, Mama
Is
Jane.
that right? I don't know.
That's why I'm Mama Jane's husband, you see. Because Mama Jane is always right, even when she's wrong.
That's not often.
But we've had another lovely night, and we've come back, and we thought we ought to make another video, as we have now been on this ship, Queen Elizabeth from Cunard, for 2 whole weeks, and we thought we'd share our experience. So, Mama Jane,
Yeah.
what's it all been about?
Well, we thought the easiest way to do this is to go through in categories.
Yeah.
You know, accommodation, service, food, entertainment. And I can say straight away, it's all very good. Whichever category we're talking about, it is very good.
Very good.
The ship is, as we said earlier in another video, is exquisite.
Yeah.
Is absolutely exquisite, and just such charm and elegance. And yeah, no, it's a bit amazing to think we like charm and elegance, but we do. This is kind of the old days of cruising. It's not the razzmatazz holiday resorts on water. If that's what you're looking for, don't ever dream of coming on Cunard, because you are going to be so disappointed and think it's horrid. This is to come if you're wanting understated elegance and loveliness.
It is. Now, there are some parts of the ship that are showing their age, you know, but every ship we've been on has had the same signs of showing age, because bit of wear and tear.
Yeah.
But where Queen Elizabeth wins hands down is, despite the wear and tear, the way it's decorated with the Art Deco, it just gives such a sense of elegance. So it's a big thumbs up for the surrounding, and it just oozes elegance.
Yeah, yeah. So then, thinking about that, so what about the staff?
Well, the standard of service we've had from the staff has been fantastic. Now, we have heard that they're a little understaffed on this ship, but it hasn't really shown. Sometimes at the buffet it can be a little bit slow as you wait for people to serve you the food and everything, but in the main we haven't seen much evidence of understaffing.
No.
But we have had great service all the time, haven't we?
Yeah, and we're only in you know, there are different levels of cabins, particularly on Cunard. We're in the cheapest.
We're in pleb category. Yeah.
We're in what would have been steerage, I think.
Steerage, yeah.
But it's a beautiful cabin, and the staff are just lovely. Every day your cabin is cleaned, it's kept so clean, and then in the evening you come back from wherever you've been, and the bed has been turned down, you've got chocolates, and it's all been cleaned again and tidied again. It really is, and the staff are so kind and so friendly. They're just lovely, and the dining room staff.
Well, we have a fixed waiter, because we have a fixed table, so we get to know the waiter team very well. And there's what must be a senior waiter. He has a junior waiter with him, and there's also a wine waiter. Most cruise ships have got rid of the wine waiter, but we find them very useful, don't we, Mama Jane? And we've got on really well with our senior waiter, and its service is very, very efficient. And the food, well, it's been remarkable, hasn't it?
Absolutely.
We haven't had a single bad meal to complain about. In fact, before we were making this food, I was trying to think of something that I've had that wasn't very nice. And the only thing I can think to complain about is clumpy rice, which Mama Jane says it's meant to be clumpy because it's been steamed, apparently.
As opposed to boiled.
Yeah.
So just, yeah.
One gripe I've got with food is omelettes at breakfast. Now, every other cruise ship I've been on, they've had an omelette station where you just turn up and they cook the omelette to order, and they've got all sorts of prepared ingredients. Not on Cunard. They have plain cheese and omelets.
Cheese and ham.
Already prepared. Now, I don't like already prepared omelettes. I think they go a bit rubbery, don't they? Rubbery. And so I like them fresh. And I actually like cheese and pepper omelettes are my favorite. Onion and pepper omelettes. So I've been asking for them, and it isn't easy. It's not slick. Rather, they have to go and grate some onion. They have to go and grate some pepper.
Do it.
They do it for you.
They do it.
But it does cause quite a queue then in the buffet, because rather than being set up as an omelette station to make the omelettes like every other cruise, it's one thing that let them down.
Now, whether that's one way that they are short-staffed, and perhaps they do normally have an omelette station, I don't know. I really don't know. But
and then coffee. Now, coffee is very interesting. If you pay for coffee in one of the bars, the coffee is very nice, and we like it, don't we? And the coffee in the room is not bad, for instance, I have to say. But the coffee in the buffet area, in the Lido they call it, well, we've had better. And there's two types of coffee in the buffet area. There's the one that the waiters bring round to you, and that's not bad. You get used to it. And you don't have to have milk in it or anything. That's if you put milk in coffee, even the worst, you can usually manage to drink it. So it's not that bad. But they've got these machines in a central area, and if you go for just a cup of coffee and you queue at them, they press a button and it comes out of this machine, and it is truly disgusting, and it's only drinkable with milk. So if you've heard the coffee is bad in the buffet on Cunard, well, make sure you're getting the right one, because one is drinkable and one is not really that drinkable.
But I think what we also have to remember is coffee is a very what you might think is good coffee, somebody else will think is disgusting. So I think it's a bit difficult to judge coffee.
I like nice coffee.
Yeah, but what you think is nice, somebody else might not.
I don't think that coffee is drinkable. There you are.
There we go.
So it's a strange thing to let you down on, really.
Yeah.
Cunard.
So that is the food. Good choice on the menus, and as I said, we have either the dining room or you can go to the buffet. It's all included. It's up to you what you want and how you want to do it.
So now then, entertainment. So entertainment, Mama Jane, you alternate between the group that are on board and a Cunard, and they've got 2 lead male singers, 2 lead girl singers, and then a group of dancers, male and female, and they do a show, a review show, what is usually every other night. And then on the alternate nights, they have guest performers which they bring on board, and that can be it's very varied. We've had a juggler, we've had a
and
comic.
That was interesting, because the night of the juggler, it was such bad weather, and this poor man was trying to juggle while the boat was, the ship was throwing him round at Gale Force 8.
Mid-Atlantic.
It was,
and the juggler was on.
and it wasn't. I felt for him.
It weren't really a comedy show,
but even he was laughing because the things were going all over the place.
Yeah.
So,
but he did all his stuff, didn't
he?
Yeah.
He would not be beaten.
He would not be beaten.
Not be beaten. So that was that, and then we've had comedians who also did a bit of singing.
Yeah.
We've had singers who do all sorts of singing styles. We've had instrumentalists.
We have a clarinetist, and
tonight we've had a flautist, and she played all different kinds of flutes, all different kinds of music.
And then throughout the ship, there's lots of music happening, and musicianship is of a high standard.
Absolutely amazing.
Singing, on the whole, is excellent. There's some songs that some singers should just leave alone because their voices aren't up to it, and they should learn not to sing it. For instance, Goldfinger by Shirley Bassey. Not many other singers are up to attempting that song. It's a very difficult song to sing, and whenever you hear it sung, it's usually done not very well, really. They ought to be left off the program. Another one is Kate Bush's Wuthering Heights. That's one.
Don't do it.
People, leave it alone.
Leave it alone. There's many other songs to sing and sing well.
Yeah.
There's
which the singers do in the main.
Yeah. There's instrumentalists. There's music all day long in every area. There is some kind of music. This is usually live. It's usually live music. I think it's just one time in the evening where it's recorded Latin American.
When they're having their tea.
Yeah. But
I think they're gone for their tea there.
But otherwise, it's live music, and they are all very, very good.
And one thing that Cunard have that I've not seen on other cruise ships is a dance floor. For a huge, beautiful ballroom, where they have a big band at the front, and it's absolutely fabulous sound, and dancing. People get up and dance, and it's absolutely great.
It's beautiful, and and then let's not forget, I don't know whether this will be classed as entertainment or food, afternoon
or
tea,
both.
But it's both. Afternoon tea is quite an occasion.
It is.
And have we got any video to put on this?
We'll add a video
We'll try and put video
about the waiters coming in and serving
it
you.
really is marvellous, and it's all included in the price.
And there's always a pianist playing along in the background.
And it's absolutely
come round with their white gloves and serve you.
Yeah, it really is an event.
Even Mama Jane has a cup of tea.
Even I drink tea.
I've never known Jane have a cup of tea. Mama Jane drinking tea.
It's just so exquisite.
That is a first.
This is a first.
Yeah.
But it's also, and it's every day. It's not just once a week or it's every day.
No surprise that I end up eating too many cakes.
Yeah. So yeah, that's every day at 3 o'clock.
It's absolutely splendid.
Yeah.
So now
and then entertainment. No, on entertainment.
We've just been talking entertainment.
Yeah, but what about the speakers and that in the morning?
Well, I tell you what. Why don't we do that in part 2?
We'll do that
because we've rambled on a bit. I haven't rambled on a bit.
Well, you know what
Mama Jane has rambled on a bit. So that's part 1 of our first 2-week experience. Part 2 coming up.